goes according to plan. If it doesn't go according to plan, feel free to film it. It won't matter to me at that particular point. As long as all forms of social media know what happened to me, I'm pretty cool with it. But let's ring the bell, jump on in, and see if I can traumatize as many vegetarians as I can. So, here we go. Kids, don't try this at home. Very high-tech way to call an alligator. Never try that. Which, calm down, Harvey. I'll get to you in a minute. Banging on the cooler does have a significant purpose. Alligators are very good at what we call association. So they can associate time, so they know it's 11 o'clock. They associate places, so they know what happens here at the bleachers. People start gathering up. But more importantly, they associate sound. So my voice on this loudspeaker, but more importantly, we bang on the cooler. They know it is dinner time. They have a brain about as big as the tip of your thumb, but they have a stomach as big as a 55-gallon barrel. So that's what gets them in trouble a whole lot. Fetch, every alligator on this side of the fence, come on George, get up here, is a wild alligator. Fetch, they are nuisance alligators. Now, a nuisance alligator means that that animal was a threat to something. Now, if you're like my man Harvey here, he liked to hang out right there at the swimming area right there by one of the boat launches. For some reason, people didn't want to swim with him. I don't know why. I mean, he loves kids. Like the size of those two up front. But a lot of it was just, there was no longer room for the alligator. Like we always say, creeks and swamps have now turned into what we call waterfront property. So, let's say here, what's up, old Yeller? They get to live out their days, doing what alligators do, eating pork chops, chasing us around. It's a pretty good life. Next time he does that, I will briefly stick my head in for pictures. Get your camera, just kidding. Now, if you wonder why more of them aren't showing up to eat, the great thing about being an alligator is they don't need to eat every day. If an alligator eats once a month, that's about average, believe it or not. And they can do that for a couple reasons. One, their stomach capacity is pretty big. They can eat about a fifth of what they weigh. So, if you're a big, if you're a big alligator, like my man Buddy on the end over here, and you're 13 feet, 800 pounds. If he wants to eat 150, 160 pounds, he can do it. Now, eating something that big would make him a little bit lazy, so a lot of times they won't. The other cool thing is, come on, buddy. About the middle of October is when their metabolism will completely shut down. And the reason for that, everything, anybody cooking ribs this weekend? I'm sorry, I was fresh out of marshmallows. Now, but, our alligators generally quit eating about the middle of October. When they start getting those body temperatures down into the mid-50s, their metabolism kind of goes into a suspended form of animation, so they don't eat in the wintertime because physically they can't. So right now, they're chomping at the bit. You know, today it's going to be in the upper 80s, which is peak activity level for an alligator. All right, Aaron, you ready? Good boy. All right. You know, making their living on land is not what an alligator is built for. Are they pretty fast on land? Yes, they can run, 14, 15 miles per hour. I'm not that fast, but I'm faster than Mr. String, so life's good. But they're designed to be what we call an aquatic ambush predator. So, hello, Miss Henrietta, how are you? What they do, like my man Old Yeller over there, they wait for some unsuspecting creature to come down and get a drink. They use that very powerful tail to lunge out. They can get about half their body length out of the water. And then those powerful jaws engage said creature, and then they use that tremendous frame to drag said creature back into the water. Now, when we talk about how strong an alligator's bite, my man Pee-wee right there, pet Pee-wee. Pee-wee's about 7 feet in length. He weighs about 60 pounds. Unless you watch Swamp People, that's 12 feet and 1,000 pounds. But a bite from an alligator 6 feet is going to average, 400 to 500 pounds of force. Now, 400 to 500 pounds is not a terrible amount, but feet, hands, stuff like that will break at about 450. So even the smallest alligator I have on the bank with me, come on, get up here, could easily ruin your day. When you start getting into big alligator status, like my man Arnold there, he's a little over 11 feet, that bite is going to make a tremendous leap. You're talking about a 2,000 pound bite on the average. Now, that's not a PSI bite. Come on, Arnold, you can do it. Come on. Can somebody jump in and give him a boost? He needs a little help. He's on the Slim Slow program. But a bite, again, from this guy would be well over 2,000 pounds. Now, that is force, not pressure. A lot of times you'll hear that term pounds per square inch thrown out there to make it sound more impressive, but it's exactly the opposite. If you take a pen and sign a piece of paper, you can easily create 2,000 pounds per square inch. When we talk about sheer force, it's like actual weight. So if you could imagine, having a car dropped on your head, that's what it would feel like to have one of these big alligators bite you. If that happens today, I'm real sorry. Hopefully it won't. Come on, sweetheart, you can do it. Come on. See, they're just like big mean dogs. Oh, fetch. Good girl. The few girls I have up here on the bank today are only here because they have a nest in pretty close proximity. What happens this time of year? Females, the vast majority of them, come on Freddie, get up here, are currently building a nest, and once a nest is constructed, a female will not venture very far away. This young lady right here, her nest is right on that point right over there. You'll see her kind of go back over there, because if she leaves that nest unattended, something could tamper with it. Now, other alligators will not bother her nest whatsoever. Things that would bother an alligator nest, like raccoons, possums, stuff like that. However, once those babies hatch, that is where the real danger comes into. Harvey, you gonna come up and eat? Fetch. Or, yeah, good boy. Because what happens, maybe out of foot range, in order to get any social status out here, you need to be knocking down at least upper 12. In order to get a top 10 spot, you need to be at least 13. So we're kind of like Jurassic Park. There you go, Miss Shauna. All right, Boots, I'm going to give you a rack of ribs for being such a really good alligator. And folks, if you're curious what we're feeding, the vast majority of the diet our alligators receive is pork. Now, we feed wild feral pigs, which are a really bad problem for us in Alabama. So farmers have to get rid of them. They bring them to us. We feed them to alligators. It's kind of a win-win situation. All right, Boots, so here's see if he's paying attention. Ready? Fetch. He has a very strong feeding response. You ready for a second one? Come on. Like I say, he loves to try to eat me. He's one of the guys out here that has a pretty aggressive personality, but that's what makes him so fun. All right, Boots, you ready? Fetch. Good boy. All right. Don't bite his tail, Hillary. That's not nice. All right. Well, when I get low on pork chops, folks, that is a good idea for me to get out of here. That doesn't mean all the fun and games are over. To my left over here.
He immediately went after it. Mine.
Okay, yeah, you can. Keep throwing them.
That's shark music you're playing.
I know, right?
I'm gonna try to. What's that? What was that? I think there's a cup in there that says what our bucket
You throw. Right in the middle of them. No, in the middle of them.
Oh.
The little guy's going to get that one. Up. He let the big one get it.
So just keep on throwing?
Sure.
No! Dang it. Mine. It's a douche.
Go ahead.
I'm with that one. I take, and I do not.
Throw it in the middle of them.
Okie dokie. Oh no. Middle. Why did it keep falling off? Gabby's gonna throw. Here's that. I need to throw far so that big chubby one can get one.
We'll throw it in the middle. Oh, one's on that guy's back.
One of the pellets is on the big one.
The big one's not.
So each of you, me and Jim get 3. 3 each. There you go.
There you go.
So
That works.
Get your 3. Be very wise choices of where you throw. Because it's fun to watch them battle. Shall. I'm gonna throw one